Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Bamdele Precious Olubusala. Yeah, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for staying to my channel. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking and sharing with friends. If this is your first time watching my video, please do well to smash the subscription button below. Turn on the notification bell so that you'll be notified when next I post my next video. Alright, so before I'll be talking about what we're going to discuss today, I'm not going to be reviewing any books today. I'm just going to tell you about my year because I'm actually so excited about the year and I would like to share with you. Probably you'll be able to gain one or two things from whatever thing I'll be saying. But before that, I would just like you to know that I might not be able to do sit down videos like this anymore because I'm now in school, so I might not just have a lot of time to myself anymore. So I will have to do it anytime I have the time, and when I have the time may not be when I'm sitting down like this doing the video. Alright, so let's just get right into what we have for today. Alright, today I was just going to give you a summary of everything I did this year, like a summary of my journey this year. Alright, last year didn't end on a very good note for me because I had a lot of things penned down that I actually wanted to accomplish, but I wasn't able to do that. Like there were a lot of things that I wasn't able to accomplish before the year ran out, and it was actually frustrating for me. But then we have to move right. Alright, so immediately it was January 1st, like 12 a.m. I remember that I was so excited that it is 2022. Like I could not just explain the joy that was in my heart and all of that, but I knew that I was so happy that it was 2022. And then seriously in my mind I was thinking that okay, this year will be about a lot of material things. I'll be able to get a lot of material things, probably money will be coming and things like that, all of that, blah 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 and all of that. Alright, so the year started, we went into it, but it wasn't looking like I was getting any material things. So I was asking myself, why am I now that excited and all of that if there's actually no material thing that's coming out from it? But then we just have to move right. January, I could remember I went through a lot of normal spiritual this thing now, for fast, for this thing, new year, all of this new year resolution, those things that you want to do for the year, you pen them down and all of that. So that was actually how I started, and I was really excited about it, and I was just doing everything in my power to make sure that I am accomplishing everything that I actually penned down, and it was going on fine and fine and fine like that. Not until the Holy Spirit laid it in my heart that I should start a YouTube channel. Although it has always occurred for years now, but then I've always been reluctant about it. But then it came to me again that okay, it is now. There are times whereby God talks to you to do a particular thing, but then He might not actually want you to do it at that point, but then He's just letting you know that this is what You're actually going to do for me. So it was something like that for me, but in this case, all those times has passed. It was more like telling me that now is that time. And now I was thinking that I do not have a camera, I do not have what it takes and all of that. And sincerely, apart from the fear of all of that, I was even actually scared of the fact that I'm not actually going to do this and all of that. But then I just had to do what I have to do because it was getting more stronger and the burden was really high. So I had to do it. So I started just as the Holy Spirit led me. And immediately I started. 2 weeks after, like 2 weeks after, I got the answer that okay, let me just be direct. Last year when I was leaving school, because I came back home November for CWES, and when I was leaving school, I had the intention that okay, when I was going to do my CWES at Lagos, so that I'm going to learn the skill that I learned 2020, that's UI/UX design. But then I wasn't able to, like, in as much I was trying to go to Lagos, there was one thing or the other that was pushing me back, so I could not go throughout those times. Not until when I answered this YouTube call. Guess what? 2 weeks after, I got my brother called me, and then he gave me an opportunity where I was throughout this thing, and then I was really excited about it, and I was able to meet with more people. I was able to learn a lot of things, even things that I actually do not know about before all the while and all of that. So that was how it all continued, and I was so excited about it. One thing I was able to learn from this whole shaga and like all of this scenario and the whole year and all of that was that you shouldn't wait for anybody to give you approval before you do that which God has actually asked you to do. Do not wait for anybody to tell you that go and do this because you've heard from God. As far as you've heard from God, go and do it. Do it immediately you hear from God. Because if you do it later, it might not do that which it's supposed to do. It might not answer the questions that people actually need at every point in time. So what I'm trying to say in essence is that you should make sure you do what you need to do and stop seeking for approval. What do I mean by that? When I was about to start this YouTube channel, I was reluctant about it. Even though I knew that I actually heard from the Holy Spirit, I knew that He wanted me to do it. But then there were certain people in my life that I wanted them to give me an approval of that which I was about to start. Those periods while I was waiting for their approval, they didn't even give their approval immediately. It was after I took the bold step to post the first video that was when I heard from them and all of that. What I'm trying to say in essence is that do not wait for anybody to give you an approval before you start which God has laid in your heart to start. There was one of those things that the Holy Spirit made me to learn this year was that whatever I am doing, I should make sure I do it well. I should make sure I do it well. I should do it with my mind. I should do it with my power. I should do it with everything I do. So if God has put anything in your heart, or has laid anything in your heart to do, make sure you do them well. Because you might never get the approval that you are actually seek for from people. Joyce Meyer said something in one of her books that I read. She said when she was about to start the ministry, a lot of people were against her because she was a female and they feel like a female can never lead a church. But then she knew what God has told her. She knew that she heard clearly. And then that was her push. And at the end of the day, everyone knows about Joyce Meyer now, right? There is always a blessing. There are always blessings that comes with doing the will of God. So do not wait for people to give you an approval because they might never give you that approval that is sick of. Now, it was going all just like that, so smooth and all of that. Not until something else happened again, and then I actually met with somebody and I lost focus. Literally, like I lost focus. If you are following my videos, you realize that there was a time that about 3 months or so I wasn't online, I wasn't posting video and all of that. Yes, it's not like I didn't want to post the video, but then let me just say I actually lost focus at that point, and I was looking for how to trace my steps back to where I am supposed to be and all of that. It was actually very tough for me because I don't know, because it wasn't something that I should actually lose focus from. What happened wasn't something that was supposed to be that serious. But believe me, throughout those times, there are a lot of things that I actually wanted to accomplish between those times, and I was not able to accomplish them. Then I realized that there is actually no life I have outside of Christ. Like there is no meaningful thing or anything I can actually do outside of Christ and all of that. So that was how the year went down. I met with new people after I was able to gather courage and do what I am supposed to do, like live the way I am supposed to be. I met a lot of people, and seriously, this is the best year so far. Like maybe I've been saying this all the time. Maybe if my friends are hearing this, they'll be like, you've been saying this all the time. But seriously, like this is just the best year I've ever experienced in my life. Like the best year. I got to meet with people, I got to read books, I got to do a lot of things, and I'm really grateful for it. Alright, so why I'm doing this video is actually to put it out to people. Probably there are things that you actually think that God was supposed to do for you this year and He has not done it, but then He's just letting you know that no, this is not actually what I want you to accomplish this year. Probably He just wants you to get prepared for what He wants to give you later in life and all of that. So I am just saying this. telling you about the way I spent my year to make you know that there are a lot of things for you to be grateful for. Every little thing that happened in your life this year was orchestrated. Like none of it happened by chance. Every of the friends you met this year happened for good. Like when they said we were going to strike, I wasn't happy about it because I felt like, okay, even if I wasn't able to do the UI UX design I was trying to learn and all of that, okay, I will know that at least I'm graduating this year and then I'll be able to do a lot of things and all of that. But then God had this in plan for me that, okay, one thing I know that will make you so happy this year and will make sure that you accomplish it as far as you do what it's my will, and I say God blessing you as you do his will. Alright, I'll see you in my next video.